Hi there, and welcome to Intuitive Readings with Stiofan Seamus. I am Stiofan Séamus, and I am a spiritual healer and advisor, and an intuitive reader. I'm also known as God. It's up to us to decide if we will follow the path that the Creator has set before us, or ignore all the signs and wonders that this universe has to offer. Sometimes we are presented with a life situation where we need further guidance or healing to get through it. As a spiritual advisor and a master Reiki healer, I connect with Source and channel messages and healing specifically for you and your highest good. Having love life issues? Let's talk and see what Spirit would want you to know to help you realign. Or maybe you're debating a career move or uncertain about the future of your career. Through our Spirit's mutual understanding, we can seek out those answers. As Guide of the Light, I challenge you to live your life in a way that is for the betterment of humanity. Message me on Facebook Messenger now to get in line for your reading today. In Light and Love, Stiofan Seamus, Guide of the Light. Well, hello there, and it is yet another day in this crazy, crisis-filled time. Not as much in the crisis way as it is just craziness. Here's my thoughts on it is, it's only crazy because we're not used to this being normal. So all in all, it can't be all that bad. Now, I will say that living from day to day, not knowing what information's going to come out the next day or the day after that, it's enlightening to self, because the thought is, just where am I? Just where do I stand? And because of that, and through that, we have to have a little bit more of a realization and understanding of what's going on. So, my prayers are with each and every one of you. Positive vibes, whatever you want to call it. And if there is something that you would like to know, or that you would like for me to talk about, even in my limited capacity, that is, let me know. And I'll do my best. Because I don't want this to be just about me doing readings. I want this to be about healing. I want this to be about people understanding and coming to a better thought and a better knowledge. So, with that, we're going to head into doing the Archangel Collective reading. Give me just a moment to prepare for that. Right. So I had to get a new candle. And I know this camera is just a little bright, so it's a little harder to see it, the flame. But it's about as good as I can do right now, y'all. So let's get in some Archangel here. It's been a pretty good day for the most part. Our state did have, I think it was either 1 or 2 more deaths over the past 24 hours since our governor was on. Hello. Since our governor was on, my county has had another, I think they said 3. So that's an addition of, I think, 5 for our county just in the past 24 hours. But anyways, we're going to back away from all that right now. And we are going to ask the holy angels to provide us with a message. Yes, okay. Okay. Yes. Thank you. The first card is overcoming difficulties. We had this one back about a week ago or 2. And this is Archangel Jeremiel. The words that are actually on the card here is, the worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Honestly, I couldn't tell you that the worst is behind you. But what I do know is that this is a difficult time. And that through this difficult time, we're going to make it. We'll get through this. You know, you might be going through another situation right now in your life that may just be, quite frankly, hard to handle, hard to understand. but it's that time of silence. When we think we are lost and we are in a spot of not being able to go forward anymore, that we somehow, some way, find the courage to go a little bit farther. And that's the next card. This is from Archangel Ariel, saying, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. As hard as these times are, as hard as your time is for the situation that you're going through, you got to be courageous. There's nothing else that you or anyone can do. Standing up for yourself and saying, I am not going to let this control me. Controlling the very essence of who we are. Sorry. I'm not going to let it. I can't. I won't. But sometimes we need that little bit of an extra push. The next card is Counselor. I'm not going to read what's there because the words that are there are not meant for what's the situation right now. Because I tell you what it is Counselor. You're going to end up needing someone, whether that be a family member, whether that be a professional, someone is going to have to be a part of your processes in moving forward. And at the very least, just listening to you. Because that's how you're going to get through this. Some of you are going to be able to get through on your courage and your courage alone. And for those of you that can do that, that's great. For those of you that can do that, the buck stops there with the message. Depend on your courage. Stand up. Say, I am not going to take it. I am not going to let this situation overpower me. But But for those that may have the courage, but just don't quite have the strength, lean on somebody. Someone you can depend on. For it's through their strength that you will gain strength. And it's through their courage you will move past the courage that stops where you are. And to that, today, right now, we say, Amen. So, there are things always happening around us that we just never do quite understand. What does that mean for us sometimes? Well, I mean, I think it can mean any number of things, but that it puts us in a place where we can find understanding and hope and courage. There's a lot there. And as we're going through this time of what seems like a everything reset, let's not forget where we are, who we are, what we are. There's a lot. There's a lot that we can do. And honestly, it's up to us if we're going to do it. See, there's a lot that's going to be going on in the next couple weeks or so, especially among this issue with the coronavirus, COVID-19, and such as that. That we're really going to have to take a look at ourselves and open up. Because from here on, from day to day, it's going to be a battle. it's going to be a struggle. And I'm just putting it to you just as plain as I can, because that's all I know how. But that is where we're at. Things are going to be done the way that they're going to be done, and things are going to be said the way that they are going to be said, and people are going to do what they are going to do in the time that they are going to do them, and some of it may look ugly. A lot of it could look very pretty. Let me flip-flop that. Some of it may be pretty. A lot of it may be very ugly. But it's going to be the truth. And the thing is are we going to come in a time where we're going to allow that to rule the things that happen around us and to us and in us and through us and whatever else? So hold up those that need it most. Excuse me. So, anyways, going to get off that soapbox. I'm actually kind of tearing up a little bit. But if you are watching the replay, please hit the like and subscribe button, and then if you want to get notifications, do the little bell thingy bob, sure, whatever that's called, and yeah, you'll get notified anytime that I go live and everything. And if you are a night owl, you'll probably really like me. If you're anywhere else in the world, then you're probably going to have a hard time catching me, because this is about the time that I get on, anytime that I get on. But I do try to come up with some content now once in a while. But yeah, we'll see. So anyways, yeah. So while we are waiting on people, I am going to I wonder. I wonder if I can make this work. Just to, let's see. Okay. So this is a reading that I did. Is that the one? No, let's do this one. Yeah. So this is a reading that I did for an individual here last week. And I'm going to let that play until somebody happens to come in and says that they want a reading. So, yeah. Let's see if we can do that. That'll be fun and exciting, right? B, let's get you a reading. I am going to do a spread that I devised myself. So, and this is something that maybe you can put into your bag of tricks, more or less. I'm going to need 3 different numbers. If the internet will cooperate with us here. I'm going to need 3 different numbers. I need one number. Oh, yay. So, what you're watching right now is a reading that I did back last week. And this was B. And she was a very nice individual to have a reading for. But I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue the video here for you, and whenever I get somebody on here, we'll interrupt the video and get back to doing a reading. Okay, what about now? Yeah, I don't know what it is. The internet does crazy things around here. Plus, I'm on Wi-Fi, so that isn't good, but that's about all that I can do. So, hey, it is what it is. That's how it's got to be. That's how it's got to be, right? Okay, so this is a spread that I came up with myself. I come from a General Baptist background. I'm now in Christian Church Disciples of Christ. But I still, oh yes, technology. I still hold to teachings in the faith, but not as much the faith in and of itself. So if that makes any sense at all. I hope that makes sense. Actually, what are we reading? B? And in my Archangel readings, I'll get a little Christian-y. I even bring the Bible out sometimes because I just feel like that there's a message there that kind of corresponds, or there may be a message from the Bible that I feel led to give. I know I'm not really trying to use this platform to be preachy, but I am an ordained minister. So, there's that. I know you're probably typing that out right now. What is it that you would like to know? Get the numbers. Yes, I did. 11, 1, and 23. So, right now you are watching one of my past readings with an individual. They are on here. They are getting a career reading done. This is a reading that I devised of my own, or a spread that I devised of my own. And so we'll continue to watch this video until we get somebody on here that may want a reading. Until then, enjoy the reading from past. And we'll probably do some more of this as we do some other live shows and stuff, add in some past videos and whatever to kind of fill in some time. So if you'd like to have a reading, if you're watching and you would like to have a reading, I am more than happy to do that for you. Just message me on Facebook at Stiofan Seamus. That's STIOFAN SEAMUS. And we will get right to you. Otherwise, you can go ahead and chat to me on YouTube chat. Excuse me. But the quickest way to get a hold of my attention is going to be through Facebook chat. So, anyways, we are here for you. We'll get back to the video and reading here. Then the other stack is the rest of the minor arcana. And so what this does is it gives kind of it's detailed enough in its thought that it can kind of bring some clarity to a question or a situation. It can give a outcome basis as well. It just kind of depends upon how the cards play off of each other. So each person may kind of read this a little bit differently, but I like the idea of splitting the cards up because you got the court cards, which kind of with the court cards, that's kind of a personality, or that could be a situation. And then the major arcana, that is kind of like the stage of which the question is being asked, or it could be the thought process. And then the minor arcana, the lower 40 of the minor arcana, is kind of that lesson learning card, or that it could also be a future telling card. So not that I tell future, but you get the gist. So with that, I will try to answer that momentarily. Let me get through this first. So, you are watching a reading from last week. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, you can go down to the description. And there in the description, there is a link to my PayPal, and you can donate. Every dollar that I get from the show goes right directly back into the show. And so, just so you know, this is, at the moment, for me, a hobby. But anyways, I hope that you do like the show. If you do, you can also like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can also find me on Facebook at Guide of the Light, and then also on Twitter at Guide of the LIGH1. I don't know. It was a Twitter thing. And then also, if you want to get a notification whenever I go live, hit the little bell thingy, and that'll be awesome. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna get in there. Because, I mean, you kind of get that with the Knight of Swords. Is just gung-ho, gonna charge right into it. Well, just like it was kind of a thought of that this is what I want to do, and I just like I know you're not like coaching. This is you're going to be going into coaching, right? I believe that's right. Love to know if my coaching career will be successful. I'm just about to get certified. Like, oh, here it was just like you were like, I think this is something I want to do, and just I'm going to do it. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the magician. So whenever we're talking about the magician, we're talking about learning. We're talking about getting into new practices, realizing potential, harnessing willpower, and the energy of the universe. We're also talking about, this being a good time to begin new projects. So, I mean, which is really cool because you are in your learn. I believe that this is probably right where you're meant to be, and if it's not coaching, it's going to be something that is going to be related. There's going to be something there that will get you to a point of need to do and where you need to go. I don't see that this is a bad situation. So the last card is the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups talks about earning your worth. You value yourself enough to I mean, it looks. Honestly, I think that you're going to be fine with this. I think that that this is a resounding yes, especially with both the Magician and the Nine of Cups. Both of those, if we was going to do a should I take the job or should I not, these are both a yes card. So I would say that you're safe in this profession or in this position. I think that it's going to work out well for you. I don't see anything that would indicate any otherwise. There's, like I said, now I don't have a whole lot more information than that here, but to answer your question, yeah, I think that that moving into that is going to be great. Oh, well, I tell you, I have a feeling you'll be blessed from it. You are watching one of the past readings that I did here about a week or so ago, and this is getting close to the end here. But this is a great reading, and if you didn't get to catch it tonight, that's fine. I try to record all of my readings. So to go and watch that reading specifically, you can go to the live reading section, and it's a reading for BEA. And it was an absolute delight to have her on. So, and I do thank her. So, we're going to do a discovery reading. First time out of the box. Well, not really out of the box. Out of the box implies it's a new deck of cards. Not a new deck of cards. First time in reading or doing a reading. And this is going to be a relationship spread. This is from my favorite deck as of yet, the Celtic Tarot. We are going to go into that and do Mr. Christopher Hughes. Oh, look at me knocking stuff over. I'm going to get into Mr. Christopher Hughes' relationship spread. And let's just see how this goes. And one thing that I like about his spreads is that I don't have to do this extra card over here off to the side because his spreads kind of include that extra person. So let's have fun. Okay. And half of y'all just was like, okay, this guy just got weird. And so next. Yeah. Haha. Okay, so we're going to use the Celtic Tarot for this. Since that is the only full deck that I have. I would like to get a Rider-Waite. I should have started off with a Rider-Waite, but I didn't. But, you know. Things are things, right? Things are things. That's a new one. This is going to take up a little bit of room. So I hadn't even laid this one out yet. So I'm hoping I got enough room right here. I think I'm going to, but we'll see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So there's my cut, and we won. Now listen, we ain't going to start that already. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's kind of this circular pattern. It's here and then in. It's also, it reminds me, I tell you what it reminds me a lot of. If I bring that card in like that, kind of, it reminds me of the spiral. But I believe the spiral, you start in the center and go out. This one starts out here and comes in. So, ooh hoo hoo. So let's use Mr. Hughes's definitions. The first card gives insight into the querent's nature, temperament, personality, etc. It can often provide surprising facts and details. So the first card in this reading is the 9 of Wands. And he orders his kind of odd, so I need to make sure. Shields, cauldrons. Ah, okay. See, he's too long-winded for me. He's too long-winded. I have to go to my notes. I also heard of another spread that a friend of mine does, and that might actually be a thing. Oh, this song is on while we're doing the relationship spread, of course. But you just looked over to the computer. You knew the song was on. No, I didn't actually look at the computer. Okay, let's see. So past relationships have left one wounded and may be preventing a partnership from growing into a more mature, into a happy, more mature place. The relationship can be successful. So there's a lot of battling, and coming through that. But it's all of that battling has been done, right? I mean, we get that from this card. Just looking at it, the wands are now on the wall. There's blood on the wall from the battle and all of this. He's put his shield down, and he's not necessarily fighting anymore, but the shield is damaged. He is damaged. He's bruised. He's got a bandage on his head. So this individual has been through some stuff in past relationships. So, card 2. The second card provides insight into the nature of the relationship itself. It says, take time with this one, as often relationships are symbolic, with each partner giving and taking to and from the relationship in a manner that nurtures them. So, very important thing to remember here, and I need to remember to turn that on so that I know that you all are here. Hi, I'm here. I don't want you. You can go away. Thank you. So the nature of the present relationship. So in this, it's the Ace of Shields, the Ace of Pentacles. So we are, and see, this is where my head kind of gets stuck sometimes. Can suggest a new relationship that begins at work or through work, colleagues, or the work environment. This will be a positive, stable relationship. So this is a very stable relationship. Okay, so it's Ace of Shields. And I'm trying. I got to do this to try to keep myself triggered on the card. The stable relationship, stability in the situation. That is the nature. So for this card, the let's do this dude. Yep, that works. For this card, there's that table there that's got the cauldron on it there. And so that is stability. The table is stable. This is a stable table. Yeah. Anyways. Card 4. I'm gonna grab this dude. Set it over here. Card 4. Oh, that's the 5 of shields. Okay, I know what that one. I know what that do. The 4th card, we see a representation of the other person's character and personality. Ooh, what is that going to be? Actually, because that's the 5. Okay. So the 5 of Pentacles. Are you crazy? Okay. So this person feels very alone. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying here for y'all, right? I'm trying. This person feels very alone. And in this card, in the Celtic Tarot, it's not these guys that's alone. It's these. So in the Rider-Waite, you have this back here. Back that down just a hair. You got... This is the focus of the card more than this. Okay? Because these people back here, in the Rider-Waite, they are outside of a church. And they feel like castaways. Okay? In this card, these people feel like castaways. Because who's sitting around the fire? People that's got money, people that's got food, people that know how to take care of themselves. Okay? They got warm clothes on and stuff. The people in the background, I know you can't really see it, but they got raggedy clothes. I mean, they're barely being covered by a sheet, and it is snowing. I mean, it's snowing like crazy in this scene. Okay, so this person is a lonely individual for this relationship. So card 5. The 5th card offers insight into the other person's expectations of the relationship, both when it was new and as it has developed. When this card is combined with card number 3, you can really get a picture of the nuts and bolts of the relationship and the hidden drive beneath the attraction. Okay? So, and this is odd. Okay. So, the card and card for card. No, wait, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. I am so lost. I just really messed this thing up. I messed this whole thing up. Yep. Yeah, did. Yeah, I did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I get. That's what I get for trying to be cute and do a reading that I don't know how to do. Okay. So we're going to hold off on that. That's a clear sign to hold off. But I think I'm going to like that. I think I'm really going to like that, especially for relationship spreads. There is another one, though, that I know I'm going to be able to do. And I'll just kind of explain it as I go into it. Yeah. But before I do, I got to get my cards straightened out here. Okay. So this one is good. I am modifying it a little bit. It's supposed to be a past, present, future, but as most of y'all know, I don't really do future. I do what to look out for and more advisory than, ooh, this is going to happen. Because I just don't think that that's what I'm supposed to do. I mean, that's just the long and the short of it, you know. So, anyways, get a shot down here at the desk. There we go. Put me in it. Put me in it. Nope. Yes. No. Yes. Thank you. Yes, I'm talking to myself, y'all. I know I'll just cut those cards, but I don't know, wasn't right. So what we got is we past, present, and future. Okay, we start there, and of course I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell the querent before I pull these out, 3 cards between 1 and 78, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, this is where it gets fun. Under the past, 2 cards. Under the present, 2 cards. And under the future, or lesson, 2 cards. Now, what is this going to do? Sometimes whenever we have a past, present, and future reading, it doesn't give us a lot. So sometimes we have to get a little bit more information. And these cards down here, you're probably not going to take the whole definition of the card. You're going to take more of a overall general idea and then apply it to this card. And then the same here and the same here. So, you know, we got the Four of Shields in the past position. That's generally seen as a stable economic position. The Two of Shields is, but we got some financial weighing of options here. Okay, so this is obviously a financial reading. Okay. And then the Ace of Wands is something that you're going to have to work for, and we're looking at this is very possibly a new career coming for this individual. But what's the deeperness of this? Well, under the past, where we have the Four of Shields, there's the Seven of Shields. And that's like about taking action. It speaking in for that is a kind of a karmatic situation. So in this card here, this has been a very stable career, financial situation. But the individuals really had to apply themselves, which isn't a bad thing. But maybe there's some justices that need to be done. So then the Two of Shields, this weighing of financial options. So we got the Queen of Cauldrons, which is coming into play on help me out here. Gosh, it's right there. Anyways, but then the Three of Shields. And the Three of Shields is talking about being recognized for your work. So, what does that look like for this person? Is one of these options, we're going to have two options here. We're weighing two options. Okay. Do we stay with the thing that we are into, that is kind of our heart's desire? Or do we actually go to something that's where we're going to actually be rewarded for what we do? Because this may be where our heart is, but this may be better for us. Okay? And so then we find over here is a new career path. With that Ace of Wands. Well, what does that entail, though? Well, with the Six of Shields, I'm talking about financial prosperity, financial stability, even more so than in the situation of the Four of Wands. And then you have the Nine of Shields, but that doesn't come without the Nine of Wands. That doesn't come without some struggle and some fight and learning to discipline oneself within this career. So, anyways, there you have it. I was talking to a friend, and they said that's how they read past, present, future if they needed extra information, because the first 3 cards just didn't give the information, which happens. It happens. I mean, that's the long and the short of it. It happens. So, anyways, so I don't have any takers tonight. If you have stuck around and you watched the show, you're watching the replay, I sure do thank you for watching. And if you don't mind, like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell notification thingy, and that'll let you know, whenever I do this again, if I do this again. No, if's not a thing. But yeah, do the notification bell thingy. Yeah, you want to do that. Trust me, you do. You actually probably need to go ahead and do that now. Like right now. At the end of the, down there, underneath the video, it's down there. Yeah, the little bell thingy. Yep. Anyways, we sure do thank B and all those in the past that have asked for a reading. And we thank Spirit and the archangels for allowing us to spend this time with you and giving us the message, the very positive, forward message that was brought today. Yes, that. It's very nice. And I thank you, the viewers. Each and every one of you count. And even if it's just a minute or two here or there, I do thank you. Each one of you are special. And so I send out a blessing of hope and peace to each and every one of you. For it is in the holy name that we request these things. Amen. Cards used in the show are Celtic Tarot by Christopher Hughes, Celtic Dragon by DJ Conway, and Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Intuitive reader is Stephen James. Producer Stephen James. Intuitive reader is Stiofan Seamus. Thanks to the ones that have given, are going to give, and have nothing to give other than a review and a share. My heart and light goes out to each and every one of you. May the divine bless you all.